There's also money in lawsuits still going on. 10 years ago, a golfer in Maine was in mining companies rushing for gold in America and making millions at taxpayer expense. Here's NBC's Roger O'Neill.
It is America's most spectacular scenery. But Mother Nature is on a collision course with the mother lode. A fortune in gold hidden under the summer snow of Montana's Henderson Mountain. But a mining company wants it, and a 123-year-old U.S. law will let them take it.
The American public is getting fleeced by letting these companies come in and take these minerals for nothing.
The proposed New World mine is on the border of Yellowstone National Park. It includes 27 acres of public land, which the mining company is buying for $5 an acre. A total of $135 to the U.S. Treasury for $800 million in gold. Critics say in addition to ripping off taxpayers, the mine could pollute scenic rivers and even Yellowstone Park.
Yeah, this is waste from mines that were dug decades ago.
There is a sad history of abuse in the West. Thousands of abandoned mines, 12,000 miles of polluted rivers and streams. The 1872 mining law was passed to sell the West to settlers. Then and now, it lets miners claim public land for no more than $5 an acre. There are no royalties, the minerals are free, and no cleanup is required after the mining is done. Since 1970, Congress has tried more than 24 times to rewrite the 1872 mining law.
But there's a great tug-of-war out there.
Senator Craig and most in Congress agree the mining companies should pay more for the federal land. But the fight is over how much miners should pay for the minerals they take. Craig wants a conservative 3% royalty on profits after expenses, which critics say won't stop the fleecing of taxpayers.
You're considered a friend of mine.
Yes?
Is that really realistic? 3% of net? That's why mining companies have large accounting departments.
Well,
is to make that net go away.
the accounting has to be very good.
Anticipating change, the mining companies have been busy prospecting. They have filed 235 new claims on 144,000 acres of federal land. Since Congress exempts old business from new rules, the taxpayer will only get a tenth of a cent on the dollar for the more than $15.5 billion of minerals the companies have found.
In laid-back Cook City, Montana, they're keeping a close eye on Washington. The town is divided over the New World mine, but most agree with Sue Glidden, who runs the general store. Congress has taken far too long to modernize the old mining law.
I fail to see why the Western senators in this country have held this land and other lands in the West hostage to mining companies who insist upon being a privileged industry.
While the 1872 mining law was good for miners at the beginning of the century, it is fleecing America at the end of the century. Roger O'Neill, NBC.